In a rivalry that is as old as MLD time, it takes the next step, the first matchup between the Dodgers and the Elite in the Champions League. Welcome into the broadcast booth. I am Curtis, interrupting your regularly scheduled Ninja Rider for one series as inanimate Jay opposites me for this. And Jay, a lot of familiarity between these two franchises, and you and I are pretty familiar with the players on the field as well.
A couple of them, at least. Crodville, a holdover from last season, promoted to the Champion League team after a pretty successful season as the captain of last season's Dodgers, kind of analogous to the Platinum League as of now. But alongside him, the captain for the Champion League, former teammate of mine, Agony, former coach of the Dodgers franchise as well, longtime Dodgers fan, former caster as well, giving up his spot in the booth to go back into the field. And across from them, the Elite, new roster this season, captained by former coach Wiffles. Two players I'm not familiar with, new to the franchise, in AJ and Yuki Haishi tonight.
And yes, it is indeed hat time. And for those wondering, I had a bright idea, so let me turn that bright idea off.
Just so you guys know that the chroma key on that when the light is on is the most insane thing I've ever seen. It looks normal when it's off, guys, but when he turns it on, it looks like he's being possessed by aliens.
Can't confirm. Possessed by aliens. No problem. We are just about to get set and ready for an episode of Snowy. And this is going to... We're going to get the signals out to the teams. We're going to get this one going. So... First matchup in week one for these two teams in a Champions League setting. They are getting to the field. We are about to get underway. It is a 5-game series, all 5 games to be played, and we delay it no longer. It is Dodgers Elite Chapter Infinite, as they add another one to the book. As we are 5 seconds in, immediately Agony takes this back into his own end. Yuki Heshi is going to take that back to the top of the box, so that's an opportunity on a little bit of a carry. Agony with the miss in front of the net. You can't miss those. Yuki Heshi makes him pay, and it's 1-0.
Unfortunately, a little bit rushed on the play there. He's in a good spot to play that. Just gets a little bit to the side of it there. Not really sure what happened on that one as it came down. An uncharacteristic miss from the Dodgers captain. The Elite capitalize, and they take first blood here in Game 1.
That's a very, very good play, and Agony going to be kicking himself for that. Hopefully he can get things under control. As we are back to it. AJ is going to go up the sidewall on his own end. We're 25 seconds into game number 1. That's tapped by Crodville towards the front. You'll have to take it away from the defense. He'll trail out for Agony. Agony wins the challenge, but it goes right to AJ. Gets a long, booming clear. Up looking to complete the pass is Yuki Heshi. He can't get that one done. AJ has an angle on the turn, and Agony must make a save to keep that one out. We remain a 1-0 game, 45 seconds into game 1.
Really good decision there by Agony. Grabs the mid boost, knows that he's not going to win the race into the corner, just pulls back and waits for that clear to come down. It's not in a great spot that he can play it, but the decision making you see here is the big reason why these guys have advanced up to the higher levels of matchmaking and are able to show off some better skills there. As Agony can't quite find the net.
And AJ had to come across screaming to the post to make that save. He does. It remains a 1-0 lead for the Elite. Yuki Heshi has to give chase. That's going to go off the bar and straight down. Agony's going to try to give this a follow. AJ gives it just above him, and now Yuki Heshi has a runner. Empty net. Can they turn it far side? And he does. It is a 2-0 lead, a minute 25 in.
Really unfortunate there. Agony going for that touch. Gets a little bit beat by AJ, who drops it down for his teammate. And Crodville against the offensive backboard. Can't get back. Not able to race that down in time. 2-goal lead now for the Elite here as the Dodgers have to find some consistent offense here to try and drag this back. A lot of time left, though.
Too much individual effort I'm seeing from the Dodgers at this point. They are trying to do everything with one person, the other one just kind of staying back. They have to start getting together, communicating where this ball is going to go, and expect their teammate to help them out. And that's something that the Elite more or less are doing. So that's something that is going to have to be a fix from the Dodgers. Include your other person.
I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I think it's just that the second person is getting into a spot, and what a play by Agony, as he'll take this one from half court straight through the defense. No, this is a full court on the top here. Gets both defenders with the same flick. It just floats in helplessly. Yuki off the inside post can't get there, and that's the goal that they needed to get back in it.
That's a really, really nice play by Agony indeed. Halves the deficit, as that may be the one to get them going. Crodville with the stall at the center dot. Agony with contact back to the halfway line. Getting this one off the sidewall. It'll pop towards the halfway line. Yukiheshi far side, and that's a good one as well. Goal number 3 for him, and it's a 3-1 lead.
The mistake by Crodville here. He misses the boost in the corner, tries to cut down the distance he needs to make this challenge. The problem is he's already beat to that ball. It's still at midfield. He's coming out of the far corner. Go to net, cover that off, because that shot isn't a powerful one. It's an easy save if you just go to the corner. Even if you miss the boost, go straight to net on your next decision.
2:52 left. Elite add one more and negate that first goal by the Dodgers. AJ puts this towards the Dodgers net. Agony with a long clear. Yukiheshi takes the tap, tries to slow it down, and ends up slowing down just in time for Crodville to take it. Crodville trying to make something happen. He'll miss the ball, and he goes right back to AJ. Agony trying to take control, finds the tip towards the far side, and coming across the face of goal is AJ to remove that from being a threat. Just past halftime in game 1. Crodville is going to defer to Agony. Agony will actually... Nope, that was actually still Crodville. They move it into the corner. Now it's Agony off the sidewall. Leaving it down. AJ with a long clear. You can't set those long booming clears up. They may pay for it. Yukiheshi cannot control it. Remains a 3-1 lead. Just about 2 minutes to go. Very close. Going up the sidewall. Elite trying to keep control. Agony and Crodville, no communication on that. They end up going basically right at each other. Down to 105 seconds left. Far side, Yukiheshi, another save there for Agony, his second of the game. Crodville has one as well. A lot of shots for the Elite, a lot of shots for the Dodgers as well, but a lot of quantity over quality on the blue side.
Yeah, they can't generate any real consistent pressure here. They get one opportunity, have to race back, try and defend their net as well. And again, looking for a defender here. Crodville's actually chasing the ball up out of the corner as he went to challenge that one, missed, turned around up the backboard and kept chasing it down over top of his own net. I don't know that it's the passing and the team plays that need to happen for the Dodgers, but just a little bit better decision-making from both Agony and Crodville right now. They've gone for the same ball a number of times, and Agony on the catch is going to get punished for that one. Yuki right next to him, straight into the net, and that's a 4-1 lead.
That's another one from Yukiheshi, putting himself in a really, really good spot. Agony not able to control this, and a really good read off the ceiling from Yukiheshi, taking it off of Agony like a T and making it a 4-1 lead. That may be the dagger with 1:06 left in game 1. Dodgers not coming out like you and I thought they would.
I think it's... I don't really know what it is for this one right now. To me, it feels like Crodville is just a little bit unsettled at the moment. Might be playing just a little bit above where he's comfortable at the moment. You and I both know what that's like. You and I playing in rank queues every once in a while. I'm not going to say I carry you, but you're definitely a little bit out of your element at times, especially when we play 2s. And 2s is such an unforgiving game.
I can hang more often than not, but at the same time, I can understand exactly what you're saying, yeah.
Exactly.
There's times just overwhelming.
Yeah, it's that 2s is such a punishing game mode for little mistakes because you don't have that safety net of the third players. Crodville can't quite find Agony, both of them missing just by a matter of inches. Crodville hitting the post and Agony not able to find the direction in front of the net.
Safe to say back to basics for the Dodgers, you think? Did you get essentially, I'm going to pull your brother here and just say hit the ball.
I mean, we might see him in a couple of weeks. He is on the Dodgers roster after all.
That's a fair point. Fair point. This is going to be towards the Elite net. AJ there with a save, but ends up being a pop-up. Looking for a finishing clear is Yukiheshi. He will get it. And that should do it for game number 1. Dodgers go down in a heap in a 4-1 scoreline, and the Elite off to a really good start in this series.
Yeah, they came out of the gate swinging. Looking at the shot counts, both teams pretty even across the board. It's just the Elite, with the shots that they were getting, they're straight on goal and they're right into the net. And that's a big thing because those kind of shots, especially in 2v2, when you get those uncontested runs downfield, you put them in every single time. And the Dodgers not able to generate those kind of open chances, and the ones that they were getting, very, very difficult to try and score.
This tells you everything you need to know. The Elite, 9 total shots. Dodgers saved 4 of them. 4 of them ended up in the net. Dodgers, 9 total shots. The Elite only had to make 2 saves. 1 of them ended up in the net. You got to make more quality chances come from the shots you're getting, Dodgers, and they did not do it in game 1.
Absolutely, but we've seen this a lot throughout the course of the weekend so far, is that the teams that give up a bit of a rough game in the opening usually buckle down, come out very, very strong in game 2. So look for the Dodgers to get back to the basics, try and put the Elite on the back foot for once in this series, and try and even it up at 1-1.
See if they can do it. Game 2 about to get underway. Again, all 5 games going to be played for standings and playoff reasons further down the road. As Agony going to try to take control in his own end, he'll defer to Crodville. AJ trying to take control. He'll send it deep into Dodger Blue. This will go up the sidewall. Agony, we know what he's capable of up there. It'll actually get knocked down to Crodville. Crodville going to follow, try to get there. He ends up just above it and cannot finish the double as it will go scoreless into the elite corner.
The initial play by Crodville, very good, was actually looking for Agony in the far corner, just didn't have any boost, but Crodville's going to make up for it, gets in on the rotation, a good aggressive play by the Dodgers, and they strike first.
That's a really, really good play. Agony drops it down, and Crodville, very smart on this, doesn't need a play just in front of him as two elite players are heading towards that near post, ends up putting it behind him. There's no recovery for the elite defenders as both of them are screaming towards the ball. 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
Yeah, the first touch by Agony put it right between the two elite defenders, and as Yukihashi comes off the near post, kind of lands in front of where AJ needs to move to play the ball. They both freeze, and it lets Crodville get the shot away.
Good work. This will be back towards the halfway line for Crodville. Crodville keeps it on the ground, trying to dribble around AJ. It'll go off the sidewall. Chance for Agony to take it. Bounce off the corner. He's going to read this, but he reads it a little bit too far left. It'll go just wide of that post. Back far side, and it gets sent on a ricochet back towards the halfway line into the Dodger deep blue again. AJ, pass out to the front. Yukihashi, nice save initially by Agony. It's still floating there. AJ lurking, and Crodville up to make a really good defensive play, and now he may have a runner. Back into the corner in the elite end. Trying to get it out to the front, he does. Agony lurking back at half. No chance to come up for a first-time shot on that particular play, and it remains a 1-0 lead.
Smart play on board with Crodville as we went through that corner. Knew he didn't have enough boost. Should have communicated that to his captain, but as I say that, on defense here, it's a missed clear, I think. Agony doesn't quite get a touch on that one, leaves Crodville hanging out, comes out to make the challenge, and again, that decision to challenge when your teammate misses the ball, pulling you out of position to make a save on an otherwise relatively ordinary shot. The Elite get one back here as the Dodgers can't quite get the ball out of their end and find themselves at odds with their opponents once again.
I know that you've yelled at me on multiple occasions about that. Basically, if you are realizing that you're beat to the ball, stay in net and take the shot. And you just have to try to get up to make a save on it. That's your best chance of keeping that ball out, no?
Exactly. Once you start changing the angle of where you're standing, especially when you're not going to win the ball first. There was no chance Crodville had to win that foot race to the ball based on where it was. As Agony looks for a seeing eye shot off the corner of the hitbox, doesn't quite get it. But you have to recognize when you're beat and understand that racing out to the ball is going to lower your amount of time to react once the opposing player hits the ball.
1-1 game. Approaching halftime in game 2. That's going to pop up for Yukihashi. Keeps it near side and keeps it on the ground. It's a 2-1 lead for the Elite.
Saw this shot developing all the way here. The challenge between Agony and AJ. Agony kind of telegraphing that the play was going to go up the boards. AJ with the solid clear off of that challenge. And then Yuki with the good read, catching Crodville inside near post. Just doesn't close that one down. The Elite with 2 on the hop take the lead before halftime.
Good work, 2 unanswered for the Elite. Dodgers need something before halftime if they can get it. They may be able to. Crodville with not great contact, though, and AJ going to make him pay as AJ with the clear. That's going to go far side. Agony trying to make something happen. He'll put it in the Elite corner. Both Agony and Crodville bunched up at the left. Agony comes in to take the ball away as he cleared back. Good touch by AJ to get it out at least to midfield for the moment. That'll bounce in front of the Elite net for Yukihashi. Oh, what a pass. Cherry picker shot from AJ is going to be home. Agony with the attempt at the save, but no go. It's 3-1.
Just a little bit too far behind the ball. Saw the play, knew he had to freeze. You see him right there. Great decision making to stay put. Just didn't quite get enough contact on that ball. The Elite 3 now unanswered to go ahead with a 2-goal lead.
Huge goal to go up 2. It's going to make the next goal absolutely monstrous in this second game of the series. AJ's going to go off the sidewall. Needs a touch, going to pop it into the middle. Can try to angle this. Yukihashi gets into AJ, who gets into the ball. The ball will go harmlessly into the corner for the Dodgers clear. Bouncing off the ceiling. Good turn attempt from AJ. Not going to work, and Crodville is going to be underneath it. Crodville with the backflip puts it towards the back wall. Yukihashi going to try to move it around him. Agony lurking at the midfield stripe. You'll see him there in a moment. Crodville trying to force it into front. Agony will wait. He'll pepper one off the backboard, trying for a double, decides against it, and Crodville and Agony will have to regroup as the Elite move into the offensive end. Gonna go towards the corner. AJ, back to half. Agony, far side, nothing doing. Yukihashi has an empty net to shoot at. Can't miss these, and it looks like he won't. beats them to the ball, and it's a 4-1 score. Full house on the board, 1-1-1, 4-4. What do you have?
Yeah, Yuki doesn't have to do much with that ball. It's low, right in front of the net, so it's an easy clear right in the wheelhouse for any well-positioned player. Agony just not able to keep control of that ball, puts it too low on the attempt across to his teammate. Wasn't even there, really. Both of them had drifted to the one side. The Dodgers have to face the prospect at this point now of either a great comeback of 3 goals in the final minute or the prospect of having to reverse sweep their most hated rivals.
Oh, and that's going to be AJ with a runner the other way, and he shouldn't miss that and does not. It's a 5-1 lead, and the Elite are running away in Game 2.
This game definitely out of the Dodgers' hands at this point here as they are chasing ghosts at the moment. AJ off the kickoff off his own backboard straight downfield. It took 11 seconds between the 4-1 goal and the 5-1 goal. And I gotta say that the Dodgers should probably take a full timeout between these games and try and figure out what they need to adjust to bring themselves back into a place where they can play constructive Rocket League. Because right now, what they're doing is just not working. The Elite have every answer they need.
Good work by the Elite, and some adjustments needed on the Dodgers side as we come down to the final 40 seconds of Game 2. We go into the corner. Agony's up towards the halfway line. Shot, far side, seeing eye off the post. Rebound, it's going to be off the crossbar. Coming in to finish it off eventually is a shot from AJ, but Agony there on the far post will take that one aside, and they keep it from being a 5-goal advantage for the moment as Crodville gets up to make a save as well. Dodgers really need to focus on getting one here, I think, before this game is over. Crodville up to the front. Good touch by AJ off the nose. We'll get it back to midfield and then some. Yuki Heshi keeps it going. Off the back, Agony cannot get the ball around the corner. Crodville will follow it up. Next time it touches the ground, this one is over, and it will right there. The Elite take game number 3, or by number 2, should say, and by a count of 5-1, and they have a chance to basically clinch in 3 games.
Yeah, the light on Curtis's head there, when he turns it on... Oh, he took it off. That's unfortunate. When it's on, it drains his brain power, but he forgets to put it back. But really it was just a comprehensive performance of answering your opponent's play by the Elite. They didn't have to do anything fancy. They didn't need to go for any really fantastic plays outside of that one upfield redirect. They just waited for the Dodgers to make their plays and ran it downfield. And time again, the Dodgers trying to go for the shot would either not make contact or they put themselves in places where they just simply could not recover upfield. And that's really what undid them here. But Game 3, it's a new game, 0-0 on the scoreline. They need to try and get some momentum built up here.
Yeah, Dodgers need a quick start, and they also need to keep the Elite off the board. Dodgers had the first goal in that game, but the Elite came back with 2 unanswered, and it really just unraveled what the Dodgers were trying to do as they started trying to make too many plays happen in very little time space. So it's imperative that the Dodgers kind of take it back to basics, keep the ball in front of them, and that's going to help out a whole lot. Good play above the crossbar by Agony to at least clear it off to the side. Crodville needs a long clear, ends up going off the sidewall and then back into danger. Agony going to follow up the wall. He's dangerous up here, but a nice read by Yuki Heshi. Crodville still there, but again, it gets cleared off to the side and into the Dodger blue one more time. Seen a lot of action inside this Dodger blue as the Elite really pounding on the pressure and possession time in these first 2 games.
Absolutely here. Agony looking for the free play, backward play, but you see Crodville across the frame there. That aggressive play on a play that you can let the teammate take first time and then just wait for the reaction from the defense. Forcing that ball in there right now is the biggest reason the Dodgers are struggling. The Elite are just waiting for their opportunity to run it upfield.
That's going to be a chance for Agony. He's never going to be able to angle that from there, but he's going to try to keep it himself. Tries a pinch, should set it up for Crodville, who's coming to attack it, but he's going to be a little bit late to the party. Still comes out for Agony. Agony trying to keep possession. Elite, you're going to chase it down towards the sidewall. It'll be Yuki Heshi taking a shot near side and coming across to make a save. It ended up being Agony with Crodville still there as well. Agony going to wait one last second. Gets a sensitive tap out to the front and a little bit high for Crodville. Agony with the errant touch out to the middle. Yuki Heshi can't make him pay on this occasion, so we've played about a minute and a half of game number 3. More or less, more of the same. Dodgers trying to grasp at straws. The Elite handling what they give them and giving them back some of their own, but the Elite's giving it back a lot more productively than the Dodgers are giving it to them.
The difference in this game, I think, is that Agony of Crodville have kind of switched roles for the most part. Crodville's the one reacting to Agony bringing the ball in and out of the corner. You see Agony very loose with the ball, going up out of the corners, looking to set up the passes, and Crodville just kind of coming in a little bit early on plays that Agony looking for that double touch is trying to make. The Elite, on the other hand, waiting for that little mistake, and they get it right there as Agony can't get the clear, and Yuki puts that in for the first goal.
Crodville's put himself in no man's land, too. He's playing, if he's going to be up there, he's got to go for that ball above the halfway line, and he ends up finding himself moving backwards towards his own net. Agony has to try to recover on a desperation play across his goal line and cannot make contact. So that's a fairly easy one for the Elite to take advantage of.
The Elite taking a play out of the 2x2, the 2v2 textbook, and wait for your opponents to make mistakes, and then make them count for yourself.
This Elite team is reminding me a lot of the Ducks from seasons past.
Absolutely, they don't have to play. Yeah, they don't have to play aggressively. They just simply wait and let you make your mistakes, and then force you to think about what you've done incorrectly and why you're being scored on here. And it's a lot of it comes down to the decision making you make earlier on, not necessarily just playing the ball incorrectly, but putting yourself in bad situations that you have such a hard time recovering from.
That's going to be back out to the halfway line, getting into the Dodger corner. Crodville does make contact. It's not great contact, but he does keep it away from the front of the net, so that's a good thing. It's going to be out to the... Actually, it hits off the intersection, coming straight down towards near side. Are they going to be able to get this? Very close. Crodville can't make contact. Agony going to try to take possession. Works around one. He's still trying to get around him, though, as it will be taken off of him by Yuki Heshi, who then takes control himself. Shot near side. Crodville will take care of it. Minute 37 left in Game 3. It's only a one-goal game. This game not out of reach quite yet. Agony going to try to take advantage here. Does not get great contact on it, however, and it will be a save. Crodville will keep it in.
Difficult play. Crodville ending up with a touch that turns into a back pass, but I think it threw Agony for a loop. He wasn't able to get the contact I'm sure he would have wanted on that. I think he was expecting the rollout from the Elite defense rather than a back touch from his own teammate.
Agony has a shot here, trying to put this near side, and he does. Super accurate play from the halfway line, and we are tied up at one apiece.
Good shot here. Not a lot the Elite can do. It's really hard to read, especially coming out of your own corner. I believe it was Yuki underneath that ball at some point along that sideboard. Very hard to read in flight whether or not it's going to be on net or not. It's upper 90 near side. It's a great shot, what the Dodgers needed right now late in this game to tie it up.
67 seconds to go. In a 1-1 game now, this is imperative the Dodgers can take this game if possible. Agony puts it in a tough spot. That's going to bounce off the top. It's laid up there for Yuki Heshi. Agony, if he can get to the sidewall, may have a runner here, but it looks like he's a little bit low on boost. He's still be able to take advantage. This is a shot the far side, and it's through, and the Dodgers have stolen the lead away with 45 seconds to go.
I'm going to take this back. He wasn't low on boost. He was waiting to see if he was going to lose the foot race to AJ. As the ball rolls up, it rolls out off the boards, and Agony with the patient play gets the shot on the angle and puts the Dodgers up by a goal here with 45 to go.
Huge goal. Yuki Heshi and AJ on their back heels for the first time, it seems, in this series. Crodville flies underneath the ball. Agony well back, ready to take advantage. This is going to be a touch that Yuki Heshi will read. Off of the sidewall, comes straight down. Chance for Crodville. Crodville booms this into the Elite corner. Back to the halfway line. Agony's going to put this off the back wall, looking for a double. He's going to try to flip it. He was out of boost. No fly from him. And that is an aggressive Crodville that could actually spell the end. That's going to go in front of the Dodgers net. Be very careful. Crodville up above the bar. Agony needs a save, and he will get one as this will go all the way back downfield. Does this have eyes? Very close. Crodville for the finish, and the Dodgers clinch Game 3, and the reverse sweep is possibly in sight.
2-goal swing as the Elite can't find a couple of shots in front of the net. Some big defensive touches from the Dodgers, and they finally get it downfield and find themselves a 2-goal lead. 5 seconds left, the first step towards that reverse sweep, but still 2 games left to play in the series.
Very close ball touches, and the Dodgers have taken a game. They have a 2-1 deficit they're looking up at now, better than 2-0, as they try to keep the Elite out of the win column. That is a very good piece of adjustment from Agony and Crodville. Crodville finally finding the back of the net after multiple opportunities. He's really got to slow his game down a bit because there was a couple that he really should have made contact on, and it put his team in a really rough spot.
I'm definitely agreeing. You feel that little bit of desync between the teammates on that one. Is the Crodville's first instinct is what we saw a lot of last season as well, where every touch out of the corner is a first time pass, and you have to be the next one to get that one. At this skill level, players have the ability to find 1, 2, even 3 touches out of the corner and carry that in front and pull the defense out of position for you to follow up on something that falls just down in front or on a weak clear.
Another big game, game number 4. This is another Dodgers need. 5 minutes to tell the story. We'll see if they can force a decisive game 5 in their first Champions League series. This will bounce in front. Yuki Heshi in a tough spot. He'll be able to let that one bounce in front of the net, and he'll take control. Elite, for what it is, have played very well as well. They've definitely put the Dodgers in some bad spots and taken advantage of those bad spots. That's a shot from Agony, far side, and nothing that Yuki Heshi can do. It's a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
AJ, with that control there, it pops up just out of reach of him to be able to challenge, and Crodville, very well read, gets that one out in front, pops back to Agony, who gets that shot on the angle, diagonal one, top of the box. Good shooting accuracy on that, and the Dodgers carry the momentum forward here into Game 4.
Starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. We'll see if they can continue it. Elite definitely scrambling. Crodville looking for the far side, and it's just wide of that right post. Still a chance. Gets sent back over the halfway line into the Dodger blue. Yuki Heshi slowing it down a little bit, trying to get it out to his teammate AJ, but Agony reads it well and gets it back. Trying to put this towards the net. It's going to bounce out. Crodville being too aggressive to it, and it turns into a Yuki Heshi runner, and it's an even game, 51 seconds in.
The second it comes off the backboard, I look upfield, I see Crodville come in thinking he can win that foot race, and I just know that the Elite are going to get that because they have that distance closed down. You have to recognize when you're too close to the play developing that you have to defend a little bit less aggressively on that one. Lessons learned as it goes in, and the Elite really well worked counter put themselves back on level terms.
That's a shot that Crodville has to take care of, and will. Nice save by him. 3:56 left in Game 4. Elite keeping it in the Dodger blue, at least for the moment. Crodville's going to go up the back. Nope, he decides not to go up the back wall. He puts himself in a tough spot going backwards. Agony will take it from him. Crodville moves back to the goal line. Now he's got to make contact, and he reads it well off the back wall to at least get it away for the moment. Nice bump there in front of the net's going to set up AJ. Agony went flying to the far side, could do nothing about it, and AJ there to clean up the mess.
Yeah, really unlucky there for Agony. Had the ability to come out and play that one. Called Crodville off, who's already stuck in the corner. Feel like Agony might have either been a little bit quicker to call Crodville off, or just maybe a board on that one. It's really unlucky he gets fallen on by Yuki, who does a really good job adjusting his fall to block the defensive clear and get that goal worked in. But you got to wonder on that one, is there a way to change that decision and get that better, or is that just really good luck from the Elite?
I mean, there's always a way to put yourself in a different kind of position, but is it advantageous to the Dodgers either way? Only time would tell that. This will be off of the back wall. Chance in front for Agony. Doesn't get a lot of velocity on it. Doesn't need it. The changeup fools the Elite players, and it's a deuces wild game with 3 minutes to go.
Really thought this was going to be cleared, but I think it just flubbed AJ. Oh, yeah. As he's coming in on that one, he stops dead and gets the wrong flip direction. Needed to go back left or even forward left. Goes back right instead. The control stick mashup probably looking backwards. And it's deuces wild, as you would say. 3 minutes to go.
Definite ball cam problems. No doubt about that. This is going to be a play for Crodville. Needs to get better contact on that. Driving into it would probably be a better play. But either way, Dodgers have it in the Elite end for the moment. Crodville will try the challenge. It's going to bounce off the ceiling in the Dodger end. Agony needs a save. He's going to keep it out for the moment. Crodville needs a follow, and he will get one. Now we'll try to move it above the Elite defender, trying to keep it in. Agony getting it back out to the halfway line. AJ up to the middle. He's going to try to stay with it. He'll actually now defer. Yuki Heshi down to Crodville. That's going to go off the ceiling, comes straight down. It goes off the post, right in front, and Yuki Heshi takes advantage. It's a 3-2 lead for the Elite.
Agony a step too aggressive as he comes out for that one. Trusting his teammate a little too much to get that challenge. Comes out, gets stuck at the near post, can't quite make the save. It bounces out in front, and the Elite finish that off. Just past halftime, they take the lead as this one starts to swing back in the favor of the pink and black.
Definite seesaw battle in Game 4. The Elite don't want to see a decisive Game 5. They already want to have this series clinched, but the Dodgers looking to keep their sights set on a possible reverse sweep. This is going to go off the corner in front. Agony being super smart, kind of conservative on it, but not a bad idea. Back off the side is Yukihashi. Good demo is going to set up. Agony's going to have to make a save and does really well to get back just in time to take that one away. It's going to be around the corner trying to find the angle, and that is going to be sent away by Yukihashi to AJ. Across the face of goal goes Agony. Yukihashi trying to go off the back. AJ lurking near side. It's in. 4-2 lead. Super accurate play from the Elite.
On board with Crodville, goes director mode. You can see his decision-making there. Comes out a little bit too far. Sees it go up off the backboard as he gets beat to the ball in the corner, does Agony. And there's nothing that Crodville can do. He's helpless to sit there and wait as it goes corner to corner, down in. And the Dodgers need 2 to try and force OT and avoid losing the series here in Game 4.
Crodville's going to try to do it himself here. He has the carry. He's going to put this off the back. Agony needs to get there, and he's a little bit late to the party. Now he can try to make something happen. He's going to have to get one more touch at least. Try to get it down to Crodville. It's going to come back out to the mid. Crodville needs to be accurate with this. Far side, and a nice save from Yuki, getting this back to the halfway line with about a minute to go. Agony off the corner. Crodville trying to find the seam. Does not have a lot of velocity on it. It's been the story for him at the moment. This is going to go off the ceiling straight down to Yukihashi. Crodville will wait. Reads it. It goes off the sidewall. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with here. It'll go back out to AJ. Agony with the initial save, and Crodville dunks him into his own corner. Agony has some work to do. Trying to get it around. It actually has a runner to the open net. Game not over yet. It's a 1-goal contest with 35 to go.
Great little touch down off the sideboards. A lot of defenders don't really see that coming. Goes straight around AJ at midfield and keeps good control, good head on his shoulders to tap that into the open net. Can't miss those and doesn't, setting up the grandstand finish here in Game 4.
Well, we'll see if we have a grandstand finish. 1-goal deficit, 30 seconds to go. Yukihashi trying for the free play, backboard play. And that is not going to happen. Crodville and Agony go up for the same ball. They are rushing around inside their own end. Agony is going to defer to Crodville. Crodville going to have to make a touch, and he will. This will go into the corner for Agony. Agony playing it slow. Needs to get it around 1. He will. The second one's waiting on the goal line. Gets it up for Crodville. Crod needs it. He can't get it. Very close far side. He was a little bit off center for it. Still a threat. And the Elite are going to be able to clinch the series by a count of 3-1 so far. But the Dodgers need this 5th game. They would much prefer a 2-3 than a 1-4.
Goal was right there at the end. The setup from Agony, very measured, and Crodville trying to pre-jump it, just couldn't quite get the read he wanted. Jumped a little bit late. You saw him try to have to adjust, ended up backflipping and zeroing out on the flip, ending up not making contact on that one. It's going to be a tough loss for the Dodgers to take. The Elite super happy, I'm sure, with their performance so far. And you can absolutely bet they're looking for the 4-1 and start off the Volcanic Division on a strong note.
Yeah, that's a very, very good piece of work from the Elite. They are on point this evening. Dodgers a little bit slow to get going. Once they have gotten going, it's been a competitive series no matter what. But the Dodgers desperately need this game. That maybe not for playoff positioning now, but they're going to look at it later down the road and really, really wish they had it if they don't get it.
Absolutely. They're going to need those games, Curtis.
Yep, no doubt. This is going to be a first strike by AJ, 7 seconds in, and the rapid fire works. It's 1-0.
One of the most awkward spots to lose a kickoff is into your own corner on the diagonal like that. Agony trying to get that read, can't come across for that one. Crodville really doesn't have a lot he can do in there, and AJ on the bounce gets up and plays that one. That one coming back to the kickoff, though, you have to adjust what you're doing, make sure that the ball doesn't go into the corner like that. It's so difficult to defend.
Agony looks to answer himself, and he puts it in the upper 90 from the half wall. It's a 1-1 game.
Director mode, not quite sure where to go on that one. Agony right up aggressively out of the corner. A signature kickoff for these Dodgers. You work it in the threes all the time. Out of the corner, up the sideboard, straight at the upper 90. No mistake on the execution. And these teams trade goals inside the first 13 seconds.
Good work from the Dodgers to get an immediate answer, though. Crodville's in a tough spot, moving back towards his own net. He will follow it up the corner. Agony smartly goes back to the goal line. Crodville does get contact. Now Agony can fly for this. Gets a long touch going around that corner wall. Awkward bounce for the Elite. Agony going to try to make him pay, and instead Yuki Heshi will fly underneath it. Crodville going to try it on the right wing side. It's going to come down, and the clear is going to go deep from Yuki Heshi. Agony was all the way back, though. He can try to read this. That's an awkward bounce as well. It's going to pop in front. Agony does come across to take it away. Now it's up the sidewall again. We know what he's capable of up here. This is going to be, nope, it's going to shave the ceiling, come straight down for Crodville. Good bump. Agony's still going to take it away from Yuki Heshi, going back into his own end. Off the side, Crod needs a touch. This is going to go off the ceiling, straight down in front of the Dodger net, and that's a smart touch by Agony, and a very, very fortunate one as he's able to take that one away.
Almost going wrong for him there. Had a very tough time dealing with that. Crodville, I'm noticing, with the way he's going for his aerials, he's just a little bit slow on the uptake, getting off the ground and going for the play that he wants. Needs to get his comfort level with reading that ball to go up for those aerial touches a little bit up, I think, for the level of play we're going to see out of the Champion League this season, because a lot of the players right now very, very good at pre-reading those aerial plays and getting up really effectively.
Oh.
Big save by Crodville, can't find the second.
Yeah, that was it. That was a tough spot that Crodville was in. He's able to keep the first one out as Yuki Heshi really made him work on this, ends up backflipping at it. He wasn't facing the ball, and when you put the ball off the side panel of your car, it's not going to go in a place that you can manipulate, and it ends up right in front of his net and AJ there to clean up the mess.
Yeah, big face-off win by Agony, clean past AJ, and Yuki forced into a touch. Crodville had an open net, just flew at it, not getting any contact there. That's the kind of opportunity. Agony's going to go upside down and in. Nothing the Elite can do. They trade goals again.
Yeah, huge play. AJ goes lateral with this play. The only way that's a good play is if Yuki Heshi's on the other side ready to follow it up. Instead, he's on the other side of the post, and Agony there to clean up the mess. Good work. Deuces wild. 3:05 to go. Huge moments in this game as we've gone back and forth again. Seesaw battle in Game 5. The Elite really don't want to give up this fifth game if at all possible. This is off of the sidewall. That's Crodville. Shot on net. Yuki Heshi will take care of that one. Back around the corner goes the ball into the Dodger blue. Agony with the touch. AJ and Yuki Heshi trying to play it. That's a shot from Agony, and he does it himself. Good work, and it's a 3-2 lead as the Dodgers take advantage again.
Missed touch by AJ there, puts it past his teammate Yuki. You see them both try to go for the challenge. Agony with the angle, rangefinder on target inside that same near post he just hit moments ago. The Dodgers swing it back in their favor. It's 3-2 at halftime.
Good stuff at the moment. 3-2 lead. Dodgers making things happen. Up is Crodville. Off the sidewall, that will play lateral right down to AJ. Agony's in a 1v1 situation, but he does get the better of it as AJ was trying to move around him. Taking control, Agony. It'll drop down to Yuki Heshi. Back over the halfway line. Bounces off the back. Crodville with a nice touch. Needs one more. The challenge will get it back out to the back wall. Trying to finish it, he will. That's a really good piece of persistence from Crodville as he knew his teammate was dead, and it's a 4-2 lead for the Dodgers.
It's actually an own goal here. The panic touch from AJ going straight into his net. Crodville breathing right down his neck. The 2-goal lead that the Dodgers haven't seen in a lot of their games tonight. They finally get it, but there's plenty of time for the Elite to come back on this one. They just need to start buckling down and go back to the play that won them 3 games in the series. And that's not how you start off doing that.
No, not at all, as Agony does it himself one more time, as he's got a pretty slick double touch here. Super patient play as he realizes where he needs to hit it, just puts it off the right headlight.
It recognizes the lob upfield, has both the Elite beat, knows that there isn't a lot of pressure on that ball as it comes off the backboard, keeps his head, just directs it on goal. 5-2 lead.
2 minutes left. This is going to go towards the blue net, and Crodville can't make contact. Yuki Heshi makes it a 2-goal deficit.
Well, this is turning into an absolute shootout here as Yuki, great job catching that one on the upswing, up that baseboard there. The Dodgers still trying to recover their positioning after the kickoff, helpless to defend that one. Crodville can't find the ability to get on the end of that one. Cuts that lead back down to 2.
This will be off the back. Chance for the Elite to move it out. Yuki Heshi trying to find the angle for it. Defense is all over him at the moment. Agony with a dangerous play, but he does live to tell about it as he'll get the second touch back deep into purple territory. AJ waits patiently, calls off Yuki Heshi. He's going to end up passing it towards the net, and Crodville and Agony both go up for it. That's a flyby from Yuki Heshi. Crodville going to take it up off of the corner wall. AJ will wait. Going around the corner. Needs one more touch. It goes past Agony on the goal line, but nobody there to slam that one home as we play 68 seconds left in a 5-3 game. Elite trying to get one more to at least make it a one-goal situation going into the final minute. Still have plenty of time before they really have to be desperate. Say final 30 seconds is when you really start to see the Elite scramble around trying to get that goal. AJ loses control of it in the air. Agony keeps control. Sends it deep into the Elite territory, off of the corner. Coming in, good touch by, I believe that was Crodville, and the defensive touch by AJ. He's going to send this back to the halfway line. We're down to 27 seconds left. Need to see something from the Elite here if they have a chance. Yuki Heshi back over half. Coming in, Crodville will defer to Agony. Agony with another booming play. May have the double, and he flies just above it. Leaves it for Crodville. Crodville puts a change-up on net, and it goes just above the bar. This is it. AJ needs to score this and then hope for a kickoff goal. Not going to happen, and the Dodgers are going to take a 2-3 out of it. Elite still win the series, but a super, super concerted effort to make sure they don't go down 1-4.
Really good fifth game from the Dodgers there. Found what they needed to do. Feel like if they'd been doing that all series long, might have been a little bit closer in their favor, just not giving up a couple of those games that really just didn't go their way. But good play by both teams there. A great rivalry matchup. Look forward to seeing them on the rubber match in week 14. If we get down to that playoff crunch, the last week of the regular season, these two teams will rematch.
That's first week and last week, those two matching up for, and that's going to be huge come playoff time. Mark my words on that. With that said, we've got one more series for you this evening. We're going to go back to a break, and we're going to bring back in everyone's favorite Tony Hawk impersonator, Ninja Rider, as we come down to our final series of the evening. This is the MLD Network, presented by Balls Guarana and Arctic Cooling. We'll be back right after this.